city in Hollywood. Chrysler Corporation, maker of these 5 great cars. Plymouth, Dodge, DeSoto, Chrysler, and the exclusive Imperial, the 5 great cars of the forward look. Chrysler Corporation presents Climax. Tonight starring Thomas Mitchell, Elizabeth Patterson, John Carradine, Walter Catlin, and Charles Taylor as Huck Finn. And now your host for Chrysler Corporation, Bill Lundigan.
Good evening. I'd like to read you a quote. Persons attempting to find a motive in this narrative will be prosecuted. Persons attempting to find a moral in it will be banished. Persons attempting to find a plot in it will be shot by order of the author. Tonight, I'm going to boast a little bit, and I'm also going to ask a favor. First, the boast. I think we have in tonight's program a really special show with one of the finest casts that Climax has ever had to bring you a story so wondrously deep in our hearts that I feel I can ask the favor. Don't send the youngsters to bed this once until you've seen The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, because I'm sure that they'll have fun watching, and I'm sure that you'll have fun watching them watching Huckleberry Finn. The immortal story of Huck Finn is bound up with the legends that are a part of that greatest of all American rivers, the Mississippi. And these particular adventures of Huck began on a certain summer afternoon in one of the hidden limestone caves bordering the Mississippi. Here, in quest of a stolen treasure chest of gold, have come Huck and his friend Tom Sawyer.
We found the robber's gold.
We're rich, Huck. We're almighty rich.
Think, Tom, we can do anything in the whole wide world we want now. Injun Joe.
Must have stole the gold from the robbers and hid it here.
He's sure done for now. See, that river down there is so deep it goes most to China.
They'll never bother us no more.
Just think, Tom. This is all ours. Or we can divide it up like they said whoever found it could.
Yeah, no more spool. Just lying along the riverbanks and fishing the whole day. That's the life for us. You don't even have your old mean paw to worry about no more, since he went and got himself grounded.
Tom, do you realize that for the first time in our lives, we're free, being all on our own?
Say, I got an idea, Huck. Why don't you and me become blood brothers?
How do you do that?
I'll show you. I read all about it once in a storybook by a Frenchman named Dumas. There was these two friends. They took a solemn and sacred oath. Whenever one of them got into trouble with pirates or deadly villains, there was the other one, his true blood brother, showing up to rescue him safe and sound. There. Now you make a little cut too, Huck, in one of your fingers.
Yeah, that only draws the blood.
Well, that's the idea. That's how we get to be blood brothers. I, Tom Sawyer, take this solemn and sacred oath that Huck Finn is my true friend and blood brother for life. I'll come to his aid whenever he's in dire distress, no matter what the cost to me. I so swear.
I so swear ditto. This is our secret, Tom.
Stack of Bibles 10 feet high. It's our secret.
Ain't this a life, though?
Ain't it just?
But things didn't go exactly as the boys had planned. Huck Finn, because he was underage and an orphan, found himself bound over by court to the widow Douglas as her adopted son. And here, one early evening a month later, the widow Douglas is entertaining Tom's Aunt Polly and her young house guest, Miss Mary Jane Wilkes from Morganville, just down the river a piece.
Mary Jane, that sure is elegant and ladylike playing.
Oh, thank you, Miss Polly.
I do declare I don't know where those boys can be. They promised faithfully not to get themselves dirtied and to be here promptly on the hour, so as none of us would be late to prayer meeting.
Oh, you know how boys are.
No, I don't, but I'm learning. Huckleberry can be a trial.
I must say you've turned him into a regular little gentleman, and that anxious to have Mary Jane meet with him. And Judge Thatcher, isn't the judge going to accompany us tonight?
Oh, yes, he'll be here directly. He sent word he's been detained. On the matter of investing the $6,000 fortune, Huck and Tom have a piece.
Aye, the judge is a wise man. Think of knowing how to invest that money so that each one of the boys will get a whole dollar interest every day. All the days.
Yes, indeed. And with a fortune like that, the boys will be required to be gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Boys, Huck, Tom, is that you?
Drat these store-bought shoes, they squeak.
Mine too. We should have taken them off.
Oh, what's the matter with you boys? Cat got your tongue? Oh, Landy, dearie me, Huckleberry, come here. I declare, where have you been? Oh, get yourself in such a state. There, now that's better. Now come with me. I want you to meet a very nice little lady.
I'm sorry, your land's sakes. What have you got? Oh,
Mary Jane, this is my adopted son, Huckleberry Finn. And Huckleberry, this is Miss Mary Jane Wilkes, visiting Tom's Aunt Polly from down the river.
I'm that glad to know you, Master Finn.
Goodness alive, Huckleberry, stand up straight. Are you struck dumb, boy? Mary Jane has just played a beautiful little piece for us on the piano. Why don't you show her what a fine lad you've become? Let's see how much you remember from your Sunday school lesson.
Shucks, ma'am.
Oh, that'll be splendid.
Tell me who Moses was.
Well, he was that little critter found in them bulrushers.
Bulrushes. And who found him?
Oh, Moses was found by the king's daughter.
Pharaoh's daughter. Don't you remember anything correctly?
Ma'am, it's like this. You first begun to tell me about Moses. I was in a sweat to find out all about him. By and by, you let it out that he'd been dead a considerable long time. And I didn't care no more. I don't take no stock in dead people.
Me neither.
I reckon you boys don't realize that a wise man like Judge Thatcher, so to speak, learns from the past so that he can prepare for the future.
Ma'am, I reckon it's the present I'm most interested in.
Me too.
Well, you boys better go upstairs and comb your hair and wash your hands proper-like. You can at least look like little gentlemen at prayer meeting.
Yes, ma'am. Come on, Tom.
And don't be all night about it, boys. Oh, Miss Douglas, I'm so glad we can have a moment together. I'm just bursting with news and I haven't had a chance to tell you. Mary Jane received a letter this morning telling how her father was taken down with an illness. So I went right over to see Judge Thatcher, and he's going to accompany Tom and me on the riverboat when we take Mary Jane back to Morganville.
My stars, Polly, this is news indeed. I've a hankering for a nice little river trip myself. Nothing like it to relax a body.
Miss Douglas, would you and Master Finn care to come along, too? We have plenty of extra room space at home.
Well, now, I just don't know.
Oh, do come along. I'm sure the judge can engage passage for you and Huck, too, and the riverboat's due to dock next Monday.
Well, that does just give us time.
Oh, I'm so glad. It'll be ever so nice with you both along. And Master Finn.
Hear that whippoorwill? And I wished I was a bird and free like him. I sure enough do.
It ain't worked out like we planned, has it, Huck?
We're being civilized, Tom. I'm going along with it. I swear I wished I was in my old rags and Sugar Hawk's head again. I'd even go back to living with my own man, as mean and ornery as he was. If only he hadn't gone off and got himself drowned.
Huck, you're gonna find out about it sooner or later. So I reckon I ought to maybe tell you myself. But your old man, he ain't drowned it at all. Turned up in the village today. I hear drunk as a skunk and talking almighty big like he was the president of the United States.
Honest Injun?
Honest Injun, Huck.
I knowed all the time he was too mean to get himself drowned and dead. Say, I'll bet he's heard about my fortune, come back to claim it himself.
You better tie up your fortune so as he can't get at it. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, we're coming. Oh, I Judge Thatcher.
Evening, Huck. Tom? Tom, if you don't mind, run downstairs and escort the ladies to church, will you? I'll be along directly as soon as I have a few words here with Huck.
Sure. See you in church, Huck.
Yeah, Tom, a singing and a praying.
Sit down, son. Now, I hope you ain't gonna be too upset by
What it is, Judge. My old man's not drowned, is he?
Oh, so you already know, huh? Well, he's making a heap of trouble about your money.
Yeah, I suspicion that, too. Oh, this Judge, I wished I didn't have that money. Ain't brought me nothing but a peck of worry. I don't want to go to that old prayer meeting tonight. I feel too sick to go to that prayer meeting tonight.
Well, I'll tell the widow Douglas you are indisposed.
Oh, don't tell her that. Just tell her I'm sick.
Huh? Oh, all right, Huck.
Judge, have they all went?
Well, I'll check and make sure. Yeah, they all gone.
Say, Judge, I was wondering. You reckon I could give my money away, all of it?
Give it away.
I want you to take it, Judge. I want to make a present of it to you.
Oh, is this because of what you're afraid your father might do?
Oh, part ways. But then I got that constant feeling that, like they say, money's the root of all evil.
Well,
Civilized ways I'm getting into, Judge, they can be powerful evil. So I just want to sell out.
oh, I get the idea. You want to sell your fortune to me, not just give it to me. Is that the correct idea?
Sure, if I can sell it and not get any money for it.
Well, now, let me see. Yeah.
I ain't never lived in a house with people before, and kind of got that hankering and restless feeling. Just to get out and do for myself. Let the rest of the world take care of itself.
Now, look here, son. We all in this world, every man of us, and we got to learn to live with folks and tolerate them and try to understand other people. Now, here, I got it all written out for you. In consideration of the sum of $1 silver, I, Huckleberry Finn, do assign my entire fortune to Judge Thatcher to do as he sees fit. Now, here's your dollar. Now, you just sign. Sign right here.
Sounds all right and proper. I feel like all my troubles have just melted away.
Now, you just go on up to bed. And don't you worry anymore, you hear me?
Yes, sir. Thanks a lot. Good night, Judge.
Good night, boy.
Starchy clothes. Yeah. You give yourself quite a big book, don't you?
Maybe I am. Maybe I ain't.
Ain't you the sweet-scented dandy? Well, a little tanner with some cow oil will knock that out of you. It just ain't no into your ass since you got yourself rich.
I ain't rich.
You give me that money tomorrow first thing. I want it.
I don't have any money.
Get it from that old judge. I seen you before I clum up here doing business with him, signing papers. I seen him give you a whole $1. Well, you can shell that out right now. Tomorrow, I get the rest.
I can't get it. It ain't mine no more.
What do you mean?
That paper I signed with the judge gives it whole and entire to him.
Why, you lying little cheat. You ain't no son of mine no more,
Look,
but I'm gonna make you like it with no more back talk. You come right along with me here, right now. Yeah. Oh. This way. Here. I'll deal with that judge tomorrow. Right.
I'll get the coffee on directly.
Tom, you run up and see how Huck's faring.
Yes, Aunt Polly.
I'll come along with you, boy.
Miss Douglas, I declare, I think something's brewing. You know, men always stick together closer than sideshow freaks.
You may be right at that. Maybe we ought to investigate.
Yes.
You come along too, Mary Jane.
You come back, Judge. Huck's pa come back and kidnapped him.
Yeah, I'm afraid you're right, Tom.
I bet that mean old man's gonna hold him for ransom.
Oh! He's been kidnapped. And I only just met him.
I gotta get a posse together, Judge, and go rescue him like I swore. We're blood brothers. Say, Judge, how do you get a posse together?
Yeah, now you look like the son I swore. Like that fancy pants they try to make you. I gotta go back to town and have it out with that uppity judge and that silly old woolly woman. But you're gonna stay locked up right here and wait on me hand and foot, like a dutiful son should. You understand?
Yes, Pa.
Yeah. You're gonna sleep right here on the floor. As for these clothes, That's what I think of them and their ways. Reading and writing, huh? Disgracing your family, no good, even cheating. Smart, you old party. Well, I'm going to give you a lesson you won't forget soon.
No, Pa, no. Tom, is that you?
Huck, can't you get out of here at all?
No, Tom, I've tried everything, but I can't get out of here. I couldn't get out if I wanted to. Pa, he just gets worse and worse.
Well, don't you worry, none, Huck. Didn't you and me swear to be blood brothers? I gotta get you out of here. Listen, I towed a raft over with me. It's got provisions on it. Food, rope, my double-bladed knife, my patented work preventicator. Plenty enough to take you down as far as Morganville. That's where I gotta go, and I can meet you there. We can escape west and fight Indians.
Tom, I can't get out of here.
Your pa's run over here now, so I better light out. Watch out for him, because he's higher than a summer kite and real mean besides. I'll be seeing you.
Tom, hide the raft in them bulrushes where Pa won't find it.
Sure, Huck. I'll be looking for you.
I'm gonna learn you tonight. Son, line, no good shit. And it takes only begotten father. But rightfully belongs to him. Oh no. Yeah. Oh, no, where that blamed old key go to... Huh? Come on, you worthless no good. Help your old pa find that key. Yeah, come on. Now take it out, smart your old party, dear. I'm gonna teach you some proper manners. I'll learn you a lesson you won't soon forget. I'll knock some learning into you. Hey, where are you? Help me up off here. Help me up here. Here. Oh, trying to sneak away. You won't get away with that, I'll tell you now. Huck, you come back here. Huck Finn. I'll make you wish you was dead for sure. There, Huck Finn. Who tied this witch's knot? Huck, I'll catch up with you. I'll catch up with you somewhere.
In just a moment, we'll return to the second act of The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. And now your host, Bill Lundigan.
Tonight, let's drop in on a number of people all across the country. Why? Well, because we've had our newsreel camera busy lately and have talked to a great many owners of the new 1955 Chrysler Corporation cars. Now, for example, we asked this gentleman in White Plains, New York, why he bought a new Plymouth this year.
Well, I think there's nothing like the engineering behind Chrysler Corporation. There are many features which I like in the Plymouth that no other car has.
Then we asked a fellow in California what he thought about his new Dodge.
Well, I like this automobile because of its long, low lines and the power and performance, the handling on the road. Owned a lot of automobiles and drive a lot of miles. I've never had one that performed nicer for it.
We also talked to a very happy DeSoto owner in Mount Vernon, New York, and asked her why her family happened to select the 55 Firefly.
Well, we've heard a lot about it. We've seen it advertised on television, and we've tried several other cars, driving them, and we sort of was most pleased with this one.
And in Texas, Chrysler and Imperial win praise from their owners.
It's been here, there, and everywhere, and you just couldn't ask for a more comfortable car.
This is the second Imperial that I've had. And it gives me everything I want. It has a lot of power. It handles easy. And it gives you the power when you need it. And it's just the kind of a car, I think, the finest car that money will buy.
Well, I certainly can't add anything to that. It just goes to show that people really are sold on the cars of the forward look. And now we return to Climax tonight, starring Thomas Mitchell, Elizabeth Patterson, John Carradine, Walter Catlett, and Charles Taylor as Huck Finn. The days passed, and the great Mississippi just went rolling along, as it always does. Borne along on its current, too, went Huck Finn, alone, free at last as the whippoorwill bird that he had so envied.
Help us! You out there, come and take us off here! After here with Bloodhound! Come in here, send us off here! On the raft! We're going to shore! Come in here! Maybe with your hurry, Bloodhound! To the rescue here, man! To the rescue! Here, boy! Boy, you must be
Come out now. We're in the middle of the river. The coast is clear.
You are a veritable prince among men.
Oh, my boy. My boy. I shall always be eternally grateful to you, my boy.
What's this all about? Why were they chasing you anyhow?
Well, between the acts of my recitation from the works of the Bard of Avon, you've heard of the immortal Shakespeare, haven't you? William, that is. Well, during the intermission, I was settling an article that takes the tartar off the teeth, and it does take it off, too. Generally, the enamel along with it. Well, I reckon I just stayed in that miserable little town longer than I should have. What was you running from when I met up with you?
Well, I'll tell you. Here's how it happened. See, I was holding a little temperance revival in that there town for about a week. Doing mighty well, too. I was the pet of all the women folks, old and young. Bless them. Yes, sir, and I was making it mighty tough for them rummies. Also picking up $6 or $7 a night. Now, unfortunately, a little rumor got circulated that I wasn't such a temperate man myself. That I was spending my time with a little private jug on the sly. Yeah. Well, when the ruckus started, I took off lickety-split. Yes, sir, double time. I didn't even wait to have breakfast with my latest darling.
Old man, I reckon you need to team it up together. Double team it. What do you think?
Well, I'm not undisposed. What have you got in your mind?
Why not? I must ponder over this question.
Oh.
Is that how you ponder a question?
Well,
What are you laughing about?
to think that I should live to be leading such a life, be degraded down in such company.
Well, darn your skin. Do you mean to say that the company here ain't good enough for you?
Yes, it is good enough. Good as I deserve. Who fetched me so low when I was so high? I did it myself. I don't blame anybody, gentlemen. I deserve it all. Let the cruel world do its worst. Take everything from me, loved ones, property, my own noble title and name.
What in tarnation are you talking about?
Oh, you wouldn't believe it. The world never believes, but let that pass. She's of no matter. The secret of my birth, I'll reveal it to you, gentlemen. By rights, I'm a duke.
Yes, a duke?
My great-grandfather, eldest son of the Duke of Bridgewater, fled to this country. I'm the rightful Duke of Bridgewater. Here I am, forlorn, degraded to the hospitality of a mere rat. I should be living in a castle, with all addressing me as Your Grace.
I'll call you Your Grace. It's the only name I know you by. If you don't mind being called Grace, that's the way I'll call you.
You are indeed a gentleman to the manner born.
Oh, Your Grace. Pooh. Now, look at here, Billswater. Let me tell you something. You ain't the only one that's been dragged down, snaked down, wrongfully from a high position.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, can I trust you, Billswater? You boy?
To the death. The secret of your being. Speak.
Gentlemen, I am the disappeared Dauphin of France.
You are the what?
Yes, sir. Your eyes right now at this very moment is a-looking at the poor disappeared Dauphin. I'm Louis XVII. Yes, sir. Son of Louis XVI and Queen Mary Antoinette.
Gee willikins.
Yes, I am the rightful King of France. And if the whole world was in its proper place, and me along with it, you all would be calling me Your Majesty.
I'll call you that, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty.
Your Grace. Now, have you pondered? Have you made up your mind at what we're going to be double-teamed out of doing?
I have indeed. It came to me now in a very gracious flash. About 10 miles or thereabout down the river is a little town called Morganville.
Morganville. Mm-hmm. Well, what about Morganville?
Later. Talk about this later. Mm-hmm. Just you and me, all in due time, in the dead of night.
Hey. How'd you happen to hear about this?
Oh, I was quenching my thirst today in the local pub, and I heard all about a very wealthy man named Peter Wilkes who died yesterday in Morganville.
Well, what's that got to do with you and me?
Oh, plenty. Peter Wilkes was expecting the arrival of his 2 English brothers from Sheffield, England, before his demise. The brothers were delayed. Now, nobody knows what the brothers Wilkes, George and Harvey, look like. Don't you see, Your Majesty? We'll impersonate the brothers Wilkes, then claim the fortune poor Peter Wilkes left to his only child, Mary Jane.
Sounds pretty good. Hey, wait a minute here. What in the world are we going to use for identification?
Oh, I memorized the intimate facts about the family. This Peter Wilkes didn't put any trust in banks, bless him. The money's all in gold, left in the custody of his only child, Mary Jane. We'll rest with this, Your Majesty.
Yes, until dawn do break. Sleep on, innocent laddie. Sleep on.
Oh, yes. Sleep the sleep that knits up the raveled sleeve of care.
remember none of your tricks, Sonny.
Yeah, remember, you never saw us before. Understand? If you value your life, you better not pause in Morganville.
I don't even want to stop here.
Majesty, give me your umbrella there.
Yes, there's my brolly.
Here, it's shallow enough here, Your Majesty. We can make it on in from here.
That's fine, fine. Thank you for the brolly.
Remember, boy, you keep on going.
Yes, sir. You remember, young fellow, you just hold your tongue. If you should have heard something that you shouldn't have.
Gotta get to Mary Jane. Gotta warn her.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
There he goes, off like a scared rabbit.
Don't worry about him. Remember, he's just a little boy.
Now, all haste to Morganville. Remember, I'm Brother George.
Yes, sir, and I am Brother Harvey.
Catch up with you. I've been waiting for you to put ashore, and I thought it all out right and proper, didn't I? Nah, I got you right where I want you. And I'm going to put you where I can find you when the right time comes. No, it's no use. I'll learn you to teach your poor paw out of what is rightfully his. No more nonsense. Now you go on, No.
Gotta warn Mary Jane.
I don't care. You're gonna stay right here, chained up just like a runaway slave. Yeah, yalla. Now I'll show you to cheat your paw. And when I need you, you thankless no good. I'm gonna know just where to find. That's a good boy. You twist and squirm, and you bruise your dear little double-timed neck. Yeah, I get some. Yeah. Oh. I needed that. Now, you think of all the good food and cool drinks you ever tasted. And now you're never gonna taste them again. Unless I come back for you.
In just a moment, we'll return to the third act of The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. And now, once again, your host, Bill Lundigan.
Now, here is a tune that's #1 on the Forward Look Hit Parade. It's a magical little song about 5 cars that are winning the hearts of people all over America. Let's listen.
The Chrysler Corporation. Look to the forward look. Everything about it is brand new. All the country took to the forward look. And so by Jiminy, will you?
It's easy to see the country road by. The swept back windshield is the reason why. Our power steering works full time. Our power brakes let you stop on the dime.
Look to the forward look. Everything about it is brand new. All the country took to the forward look. And so by Jiminy, will you?
Power flight transmission makes you go like flash. with drive selector on the dash. Men love the engine most of all, so powerful it makes them feel 10 feet tall.
Look to the forward look. Everything about it is brand new. All the country took to the forward look. And so by Jiminy, will you?
Put it all together and you have got the car of the year that is genuine hot. Its beautiful lines are so low, low, low. Even standing still, it looks like go.
Look to the forward look. Everything about it is brand new. All the country took to the forward look. And so by Jiminy, will you?
But don't buy a Jiminy.
Buy a Plymouth, Dodge, DeSoto, Chrysler or Imperial. The forward look from Chrysler Corporation. Chrysler Corporation.
And now we return to Climax, tonight starring Thomas Mitchell, Elizabeth Patterson, John Carradine, Walter Catlett, and Charles Taylor as Huck Finn. The great Mississippi flows onward towards the sea, and although a day and another night have passed, it has seemed like a century to one in poor Huck's desperate plight. But there is another who has awaited Huck's coming, one who hasn't forgotten the oath of everlasting brotherhood he took in blood.
Tom! Jiminy, what a terrible plight.
Tom, I gotta get out of here fast.
I'll think of something. I think I can break it open with this. Might hurt. But can you grin and bear it?
Okay, you go ahead. I'll keep grinning.
Uncle George, Uncle Harvey, if only you'd ride when Papa was still alive.
There, my child. We suffered a series of calamitous misfortunes en route.
Yes, my dear, but it's all right now. We are here to take care of you always.
Ah, yes. And after the funeral, we'll take you back to our country estate in England. Wouldn't you like to ride about the countryside and have all the kindly villagers address you as Little Lady Bountiful?
Yes. Thank you, dear uncles.
Tom, we gotta do something. They ain't no real uncles, like I told you.
Yeah, but she believes them. You gotta prove they ain't real.
No. What a blessed little angel you are, my dear.
Oh, don't cry.
Just a minute, Mary Jane. Have you gentlemen any proof at all of your identity?
Well, do we need proof other than our loving hearts?
Why, Judge Thatcher, don't you believe them?
There's something very curious about these two men, Miss Douglas. Mary Jane, I ask you not to accept them till I can investigate and authenticate their true identities.
Oh, to be doubted. To be doubted in a strange land, in my own dear departed brother's home. Oh, the cruelty of fate.
Now, you look here. You look here, Your Honor. I want you to know that we are only here for our dear brother's... we want to be present at our dear brother's funeral orgies.
There. Doesn't that prove they're charlatans?
Huh?
I'll warrant you they're not even English. But this man doesn't even know the difference between obsequies and orgies.
Sir, in Sheffield, we calls them orgies.
You called us charlatans.
And so you are, sir. Mary Jane, I warn you as your father's old friend to have nothing further to do with these ignorant adventurers. Put them out of the house right now, honey. Will you? Please.
Here's my answer. Uncle George, this is the fortune that my father left me. Will you take care of it for me until I reach Sheffield with you?
Gladly, my child, gladly.
Blessings on the honesty of an innocent woman.
No. I think you did right, dear. A woman can only trust her intuition.
Double blessings on the trust of the trust of the female heart.
Oh, and now, my dear uncles, you must be very weary with your travels. If you'll come with me, I'll show you to your room.
With pleasure, my dear niece, with pleasure.
Thank you, Angel. Thank you.
She did do it proper wrong, poor little thing.
Hey, look, Huck. We can climb up the roof here. The guest room window's up there, and we can see where them thieves hide out the fortune.
You just nap as long as you like. I'll call you for dinner at noon.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you, my dear child. We are indeed overly tired. If you didn't just about let the cat out of the bag, you ignoramus. Orgies. Almighty heaven. Don't you know what a real orgy is, you half-baked Roman?
Oh, stop you gabbering and jabbering. Everything's well. Now, where do you think we ought to, hide that fortune?
Well, yes, let me see. You have to give us pause here till nightfall before we can make a break for it. Aha! I have it.
What's your idea?
Now for a much-needed nap.
As we say in my country, a siesta.
So you came back, did you, Junior? You had your warning, didn't you? Now give me that gold.
No, I won't. Ain't yours.
What's this? Well, what's my...
Now do it, you old fool. Hadn't been for me, we'd been robbed for sure. Now you give me what ain't yours, or there'll be a couple of slit throats here.
No, I won't. The gold ain't yours either. It's hers.
Give it me.
Help, robbers, burglars, thieves!
Take the sight of blood, boy, but... Aha, there's a knocking at the door. Come here, you young rapscallion. Ah, ladies, we have thieves amongst us. Why, as we slept, these two poachers would have made off with your gold, dear Mary Jane.
Sawyer, I don't believe it.
Huckleberry Finn. Well, it shows bad blood will tell.
It ain't like he says. It ain't like that at all.
How can you speak so of my dear uncle?
Mary Jane, they're not your uncles. You've got to believe me.
Why,
I know all about them.
Ladies, we never seen these two boys before in all our lives. Well, I cross my heart and hope to die.
Call the judge. He don't believe they're real neither.
Oh, Mrs. Douglas, let's not do anything rash. The judge does have his doubts. He's off now, having words with the local constables. Let's wait for his return.
Yes, madam, I do insist that I and my brother ourselves convey these two thieves to the constabulary, that the truth may out, which it will.
A very good idea. Both Thomas and Huckleberry should be taught a good lesson. Take them to the constabulary.
Thank you, madam.
Come on, boy.
Aunt Polly, you can't let him take us down to the...
Quiet,
I
son.
don't want him. But I know I've been ornery, but this time...
He needs to be taught a good lesson.
I don't know. I think we ought to wait for the judge.
I got a good hold of you there, boy. None of your monkey business, no tricks.
Don't try anything on me, you young fool.
Don't hurt them, please don't.
Mary Jane, make him give you back your gold. If he gets out of here, you'll never see it, them or us again.
Nay, to the constabulary. Open wide the door, brother.
There they are, the rogues. Put them in handcuffs.
What is this? A new indignity.
It means your crimes are finally caught up with you. Why, you two men are known in every village and hamlet along the river. There's a list of charges against you a yard long. Mary Jane, these are not your uncle, just as I suspected. Your real uncle will be here by nightfall. These men are absolute fakers.
Get the gold. The Duke's got our gold on him.
The Duke?
There. What did I tell you? I said we ought to wait for the judge. Oh, he's such a wise man.
Take them down to the jailhouse and lock them up. They have plenty of sins to meditate upon.
Oh, alack a day. The quality of mercy is not strained.
You bet it ain't. I hope that new jailhouse has soft beds and good victuals.
Here you are, Miss Wilkes.
Thank you. Oh, you dear boy. I do believe you're my own true guardian angel.
Doc, don't go running off somewhere. Remember our oath.
I'll never forget it, Tom, but I gotta get out of here.
Judge, go after him. Stop him. If he gets away, he's going to go out west and fight Indians. And if he goes, I'm going too.
You come along with me.
Come on back, Doc.
Here you are, Huck. I'm returning your fortune. You're a rich man again, son.
Can't take it, Judge. My pa'll find out about it and be after me again.
No, Huck, this morning. Well, I didn't want you to go on your raft. It's because there was a dead body floating out there. Your pa really got himself drowned dead this time.
Poor Pa. No, I want to be left alone.
Oh, listen, Huck, you can come live with me if you want to. You be your own boss. Nobody to make you scared. You'll be a free man, son.
No, I gotta head west.
Well, I just want to tell you, we're expecting you home about 6 o'clock with a nice string of catfish for supper. And, Huck, let me remind you, catch a nice big fat one for Mary Jane.
Yeah, she asked you special. Huck, please come back, Huck.
I'll be back.
Chrysler Corporation and Philco recently broke the news of a startling new development in car radios. Phenomenal surface barrier transistors result in an auto radio that doesn't heat up and that has no tubes.
And what is a transistor? Well, it's one of the major electronic developments of the century, I'd say, and it's no bigger than your little fingernail. Mary, will you show us one of those mighty mites?
Indeed, I will, Bill. But you'll have to move in closer because it's really tiny. Tinier than the eraser on this pencil. But you know, the marvel of it is that 11 of these tiny little things take the place of Hi, Bill. You're just in time. I think I'll let you take over in the parts department.
All right, Mary. Well, 11 transistors replace 1 transformer, a vibrator, and 9 conventional glass tubes. Now, what a fantastic difference in size, but more important than the fact that the completely tubeless car radio saves parts and bulk is that it saves on the power from your car battery. Now, the average conventional car radio draws about 42 watts, whereas the transistor radio draws only about 4 watts, cutting consumption of battery current by 90%. And do these little guys make a car radio rugged? No delicate filaments in them to burn them out, nothing to jar them out of place. These revolutionary Philco transistor car radios are being readied in limited numbers for the exclusive Imperial. They're another great first for Chrysler Corporation and Philco, the team that introduced the very first built-in car radio 25 years ago, and just another facet of the forward look at Chrysler Corporation. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you well know, next Monday is Labor Day. In recognition of this occasion, Chrysler Corporation says thanks for a job well done to all the men and women who have made this a banner year for the cars of the forward look from Chrysler Corporation.
Look, the prison break is all set for 1 hour from now, but I think the guards are wise to us. We can surprise them if we make a break for it now. Now, that part of the wall looks about the safest place to go over. You go first, and I'll follow you.
Okay, pal. See you later, huh?
Good luck. That's all I want to know. Well, I'm sorry, Warden. I didn't have anything to do with it. I didn't have... Ward... You, Bill Lunigan?
Yeah,
What they got you locked up in here for?
Locked up? I'm not locked up. I just came down to ask the warden if he'd let you out so you can make your dramatic debut on... Dramatic debut on Climax next week.
Well, sort of, yeah, Bill.
Well, I'll tell you what you do, Red. Tell us all about the show, will you, for next week?
All about it?
Yeah.
Well, it starts...
In 5 seconds.
In 5 seconds. Well, I play the part of Rusty Morgan. Now, the big question is, am I a mad dog or am I a genius? Ooh.
Thanks, Red Skelton. See you next week.
Okay, I'll be here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Red Skelton, starring in Public Pigeon #1 and co-starring lovely Ann Rutherford, next on Climax. And incidentally, I'd like to mention that I'll be in my hometown, Syracuse, New York, for the next 4 days to participate in the opening ceremonies of the New York State Fair. This is Bill Lundigan saying thank you, and don't miss Public Pigeon #1.
Chrysler Corporation.